the Saints versus the Colts, Super Bowl 44. And we're back here in New Orleans for our Super Bowl block party in the Big Easy. And it's not just New Orleans crazy about these Saints. All around this region, including nearby on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. And there's a place there in Biloxi, Mississippi. It's called People's Bank. And it is so rich in tradition and history. And there's thanks to a little 31-year-old bet by a diehard Saints fan, she's a little bit richer too. 2 Super Bowl tickets richer. Take a look. Peggy Bird and Chevis Sweatman have worked together at the bank for almost 40 years. Every Friday and every Monday, of course, they talk football. She, a diehard Saints fan. Look at all that memorabilia.
Back in the 60s and the 70s, and I started collecting as many items as I could.
And her Saints Christmas tree. I know, it's still up in February.
Always had faith. I never did give up.
Peggy and Chevis had a weekly bet.
We just bet a weekly 6-pack of beer.
Every season, I always bet against the Saints, and I'd always win.
Well, after about 8 years, Chevis said, Peggy, you've already paid me so many cases of beer. When are you going to learn you're never going to go to the Super Bowl?
She challenged him that if the Saints got to the Super Bowl, he'd have to pony up more than a 6-pack of beer.
Well, it was really like a verbal bet. He was teasing. He says, yeah. I said, well, what about if you bet to send me to the Super Bowl if we ever go? Oh, yeah, I'll send you and Rocky down there. All paid expenses.
It was 1979. She wrote down the promise on paper, even had it notarized. Jimmy Carter was president. The Dukes of Hazzard was the hot new TV show. And the Saints' biggest fan had a dream.
I just love my Saints.
And for 31 years, the dream and the piece of paper, her contract, she calls it, sat in the bank's vault.
For 30 years, it was a wonderful bet, because I could inflict all sorts of pain and agony on poor Peggy.
Hartley sends the Saints to the Super Bowl.
And when they won the NFC Championship, you know who Peggy called first.
I tried to call him from the dome, but he didn't answer.
Must have been a bad connection.
I'm just so excited, and I'm so proud of him for honoring this bet that was made 31 years ago.
I wish I'd have never signed it.